So you want to be an immigration attorney, but you don't know how to get into the field? Let's talk about it as I go on my morning walk. In order to become an immigration attorney, you have to become an attorney first. One, you have to have a bachelor's degree. After getting a bachelor's degree, you have to take the LSAT and then get admitted to law school. Law school is about 3 years, so once you graduate from law school, you can then take the bar exam to become qualified in the state that you want to practice in. The cool thing about immigration law is that immigration law is federal, meaning you can practice anywhere in the country and represent clients from all over the United States, which is kind of cool because then you're not confined to the state that you are licensed in, like many areas of law. That's it. That's all you need to become an immigration attorney. A lot of attorneys either just fall into the first job they get or it's a passion of yours. That being said, let's talk about what makes you a good immigration attorney. One, you gotta have passion for it. You gotta want to help people, have empathy, because immigration law is about helping immigrants. Number two, you gotta know that immigration law really doesn't pay as well as other areas of law. I remember my first pay was, I think it was $60,000 was my first pay. There are bigger corporate immigration law firms that you can join to where the pay is comparable to other areas of law, but generally immigration law is at the bottom end of the pay scale. It goes back to my first point, which is that you gotta have passion to do the things that you love. Again, I am generalizing, meaning that you can have your own law firm and really maximize your earning potential, which is why I started my own law firm. The third thing you need is skills. You gotta be able to keep up with the constantly changing policies and laws. Unlike other areas of law, immigration laws can change by the week, and it can be really exhausting and tiring if you're not up for research and just being able to keep up, especially when the laws that are coming up are against the best interests of your clients. If you're a law student, here's what you can do as well. If your law school has an immigration law clinic, then do it because it's a really great learning opportunity. I remember I represented two individuals. One was seeking asylum and the other was victim of the most horrifying domestic violence. And it was traumatizing, but you also learn how to deal with trauma as you go through your profession, which is a skill that I realize is so important living in the country right now. Language skills, not a requirement, but it's definitely been so advantageous. For me, for example, I speak 5 languages, including Spanish, and so that has helped me a lot in my career, not just in being able to represent my clients, but also just being able to connect to them. And finally, being an immigration attorney requires a desire to fight for justice.